The job I got at the Bridgeway was actually quite simple. I was just the cleanup guy. It involved taking out the trash, wiping things clean, scrubbing the mats, the fun stuff. It wasn't glamorous, but you know what, I actually didn't mind it. This is kind of what I was asking for. I was actually totally okay with starting off at the bottom and then eventually working my way up. I even learned a few things while I was there, one of which was how to roll ice cream. Quick little side note. The funny thing about rolling ice cream is that it looks easy, but it actually isn't. There's actually a specific trick to it that involves placing your thumb in the right place to roll the ice cream into a ball. You'd actually have to see it for yourself or have it described to you to understand how it works. So yeah, I was there and even learning the occasional new thing from time to time. I was also getting some good bonuses for working there as well. One of which was being able to see the movies there for free. Which was good because even though it was a boutique cinema, it still got the occasional summer blockbuster. So yeah, it was good being able to see these movies for free, and be it, I could even take a +1 with me. It was a good benefit that I often used to watch movies there with my family. So yeah, it all around got off to a pretty good start. But then after working there for about a year, I think it was less, a new boss came in. I'm not going to tell you what his name is for anonymous reasons, but I do remember he was a gamer, so let's just call him Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid. By the way, out of respect for the people who are part of this story, I'm either not going to mention their real names for anonymous reasons, or I'm not going to mention them at all. Anyway, Big Boss was a bit of a geek. In the time I knew him, we actually used to play Hearthstone together. I also remember he was a fan of Dota 2, and I think we played that together at some point. I actually can't remember. So yeah, it was all around going pretty well, but it wasn't perfect either. Right from the beginning, there were actually a few big problems. The first is that I only worked there for about 1 day a week, and the payment was not very good. It was minimum wage over a fortnightly basis. Yeah, think about that for a minute. One payment every 2 weeks, it wasn't even 100. And you know what? That wouldn't have been so bad if not for my other big problem. How I got there. I would have to take 2 buses to get from my house to the theater, and it was a lengthy and expensive trip. And to make matters worse, the trip itself would take around an hour, and both buses cost 2 stages. It chipped off from what was already minimum wage. And the cherry on top of this problem cake was, they couldn't give me any more hours, because all the other times were full with the other staff members. But I stuck with it because I knew it was going to go somewhere. Eventually. Isn't that how it should be? Doing the same thing over and over again until you get good at it? Or until you get a promotion? Well, that's what I was told. Whenever I told people about my new job, I'd always bring up those downsides I just mentioned. And the response was always, do it until it gets better. So I had to hold out hope that it eventually would get better. And you know what? It actually did. Since the job only had 1 working day, I of course sought out looking for other jobs. I got set up with an agent. I can't remember the name of the company she was from though. I told her that I needed a second job or to have my current job expanded. And what I think happened was, she reached out to the Bridgeway and asked them to give me more hours. Here's what I got. A secondary job where I was reviewing movies for the Bridgeway. At the time I was doing video reviews on my own YouTube channel on movies and video games. So what I got asked to do was the exact same thing, except I'd be getting paid for it. By the way, if you're interested, I'm going to leave a link to the Bridgeway's YouTube channel in the description below. Here's how it would work. I would watch the big movie that was coming out that week, film my review of it back at home, and then send it over the internet to Big Boss. And then I get paid depending on how many hours I spend doing all of those things. As for the reviews themselves, they would get uploaded to a YouTube channel made for the Bridgeway. It was great! I was still only getting paid on a fortnightly basis, but hey, more money. Actually, this is a good time to bring something up. The main reason why I wanted a second job is because I wanted to save up more money to travel. I have actually never been outside of New Zealand before in my entire life. It's just simply something that never happened, but I want to know what it's like. So one of my goals was to save up enough money and go on a plane trip to wherever, really. I've actually always wanted to go to Japan. That would be nice. I cannot speak Japanese at all, but it would still be nice.